Please welcome General Manager Jess Moore. Jess.
When I stand on the front steps of my office and look just up the street, I can see where the local primary school used to be. Just beyond that, until 2 years ago, stood a 200-metre industrial chimney, a copper smelter. I come to you tonight from Port Kembla, from the southern suburbs of Wollongong. It's a place with extraordinary people and community and contrast. It's where the mountain meets the sea. It's also a place that developed around mining and manufacturing, particularly coal and steel. These were industries that created jobs, but also had big impacts on the local environment. Today, these industries are shedding jobs, and the region has one of the highest unemployment rates in Australia. Unemployment makes life harder, particularly for some groups. Wollongong has a big refugee population, and only 31% of refugees have a job 5 years after resettlement. In the suburbs around the steelworks and the port, youth unemployment stands at 22 to 36%. I want you to take a moment and think about how your life would be if you didn't have and had never had a job. What that would mean for your relationships, for your lifestyle, for the choices available to you, and for your sense of confidence and purpose. Who here had a parent or a parental figure who worked while you were growing up? One of the biggest indicators of whether or not you will work is whether or not your parents worked. In a suburb where intergenerational unemployment is an issue, that means many young people have never seen what work looks like, what it means to go to work, what it means to keep a job. And for former refugees, they've often never had modelled for them what it means to have a job in Australia. So GreenConnect, the social enterprise I'm here to talk about tonight. Oh, but I can't make the technology work. Set up, thank you, to create jobs for former refugees and young people. Jobs that are meaningful, jobs that help our community thrive, and jobs in which people are supported to break the cycle of unemployment. GreenConnect recovers waste, particularly food waste, which we turn into compost. We grow fair food, by which we mean food that's good for the people who grow it, the people who eat it, and good for the planet. And we employ former refugees and young people to do this work and to gain the skills, knowledge, and experience they need to move into mainstream employment. Last year, GreenConnect kept 1,120 tonnes of waste out of landfill. We grew and distributed 2,840 kilos of local seasonal chemical-free food, and we employed 129 former refugees and young people. As part of our work, we collect stories from our staff. This is the story of a man called Remember. I was born in Togo. I went to a refugee camp because of the war. I was in refugee camp for 19 years. When I first came to Wollongong, I wanted to work. I applied for many jobs, but no one was hiring. I had spent all of my adult life in a refugee camp, so I'd never had a job before. I like Wollongong, but to get work, especially in Wollongong, is very, very difficult. I applied for lots of jobs. I don't like sitting idly, doing nothing, but there was no job for us. GreenConnect found me a new job. I've been doing hard work for them and they appreciate it. It changed my life. Now I'm feeding myself. No more Centrelink. Now I am a person who gives back. I like it very, very well. It's a better life. I'm here tonight because GreenConnect is at a crucial point in our development and we need your help. And I'm terrified. GreenConnect is great at creating supported pathways to mainstream employment, and that's no small thing. But it's not enough. It's not enough when there are no jobs for people to move into. So GreenConnect needs to grow to offer more permanent jobs in a region with too few. Years ago, I was watching a documentary. In it, a man spoke about the time he spent building railway lines in post-war England. And he was so proud. His work made life better for people. It shouldn't be a novel idea that the work we do meets community needs. GreenConnect works in industries that are needed: waste recovery and fair food. Industries that are also jobs rich. But to offer more permanent jobs, we need to develop so that we can secure and deliver large and long-term contracts. $10,000 tonight will mean we can develop the HR and support systems needed for this growth. Not thrilling, but absolutely needed. It will mean as a team we provide better, more consistent and responsive support. It will mean we can show potential customers, often local councils, that we have systems that enable us to provide large-scale professional services with disadvantaged staff. $25,000 tonight will mean that we could also build the database, the tool we need to underpin this. Instead of spending time on oversized spreadsheets, it will mean we can put our energy into supporting the 129 people we employ. Take this journey with us. Thank you.